6:51, time for the morning sprint.
Police are investigating an attempted homicide out of Fitchburg this morning. They say a 41-year-old man was sitting in a passenger seat of a parked car when someone walked up and fired multiple shots at him. It happened just before 9 p.m. in the Arbor Hills neighborhood, just off of Fish Hatchery Road. The man went to the hospital. He is expected to be okay. Fitchburg police say a dark Dodge sedan drove off, but there are no suspects right now.
Sargento Foods and the Packers are once again teaming up to tackle hunger in Wisconsin. The cheese company will donate $2,000 for every touchdown the Packers score during the season. The money is shared by the Hunger Task Force in Milwaukee and Paul's Pantry in Green Bay. Last year, they were able to donate $132,000.
With the end of the federal eviction moratorium, UW's law school is launching a new evictions defense clinic. A supervising attorney will help 7 law students take on weekly eviction cases through the school year. The clinic is being funded by federal emergency rental assistance.
Beloit police say the autopsy now complete for a man found dead over the holiday weekend. Investigators believe the victim was shot Friday night and the body wasn't found until Sunday. Officers were called to Bluff Street and Portland Avenue Friday for shots fired. Police didn't initially find the body, they say, because of the location and the time of day. They did find shell casings.
A Monona educator is one of 20 teachers nationally getting a big surprise from Staples. Check this out. Sarah Neeson, a 3rd grade teacher at Nuestro Mundo Community School. Her husband nominated her for a nationwide contest through Staples. She was surprised with a check from the company yesterday. The school will get $5,000. Nielsen will receive $2,000 for personal use.
People appear to be buying more alcohol during the pandemic, according to a new report from the nonpartisan Wisconsin Policy Forum. Alcohol sales in the state are up almost 17% from last summer. If the preliminary data holds, the report says the increase will likely be the largest percentage jump since 1972. The Policy Forum says between 2009 and 2020, the percentage increase in alcohol tax revenue exceeded 2.4%. Only once.
A CDC forecast predicts COVID-19 hospitalizations will remain stable or uncertain over the next 4 weeks. This is the 3rd week in a row for that forecast. The agency projects U.S. deaths from the virus will reach up to 710,000 by October. According to Johns Hopkins University, right now that number is at more than 650,000.
The U.S. job market's still full of opportunity to work. Many companies are having trouble finding people to fill those vacancies, though. The Bureau of Labor Statistics says that there was a record-setting 10.9 million jobs available in July. Among the fields with the most openings, healthcare, social assistance, finance, and the service industry.
More college-aged adults are using marijuana now than at any point since 1983. That's according to a study by the National Institute of Health. The study found over the past 5 years there has been a rise in college students using. There's also been a rise in use for those college-aged, but not in school.
The top 1% owes $163 billion in unpaid taxes, about 28% of all lost tax revenue. That's according to an estimate by the Treasury Department, which says stronger enforcement of tax laws are necessary to correct the problem. President Biden has tried to boost the IRS's budget to go after tax cheats, but Republicans in Congress have resisted the effort. Well, the head of the World Health Organization is calling on rich countries with large supplies of vaccines to refrain from offering booster shots through the end of the year, expanding a call that has largely fallen on deaf ears. U.S. and other nations have already begun some vaccine booster shots for vulnerable people.
A quick look at what's ahead on CBS Mornings in just a few minutes. A culinary tour of the crossroads of the world. Vladimir Duthiers sat down with the 3rd-generation owner of Junior's in Times Square. That's just ahead, right after 7.
We are getting you out the door first thing. Here's that commute forecast for you. No issues are expected today. You've got the green light the whole time there. Temperatures are comfortable with that beautiful sunrise at 50 degrees. A little cool for this time of the year, but nothing unheard of for this time of the year at all. 54 Monroe right now. Mineral Point, good morning at 52. Good morning to our friends at Janesville, of course. Janesville Beloit coming in into the lower 50s this morning. But as you plan out the day, we warm things up into the low 70s. As we move into the afternoon. This afternoon stays pleasant for us. Tomorrow stays pleasant, but by Saturday we get hot. We track rain chances to start off the next week.
Thanks, Chris, and thanks for joining us this morning, folks. Enjoy CBS Mornings up next.